Okay. The invention of borders. What today's nationalists and neo-segregationists fail to understand, Kwame said, is that the basis of every human culture is and always has been synthesis. No civilization is authentic, monolithic, pure. The exact opposite is true. Look at your average Western nation. Its numbers Arabic, its alphabet Latin, its religion Levantine, its philosophy Greek. Need I continue? And each of these examples can itself be broken down further. The Romans got their alphabet from the Greeks, who created theirs by stealing from the Phoenicians. Phoenicians, okay. And so on. Our myths and religions, too, are syncretic, sharing, repeating, and adapting a large variety of elements to suit their needs. Even the language of our creation, the DNA itself, is impure, defined by a history of amalgamation, not only between nations, but between different human species. Okay, tasks. 1. Discuss this excerpt in the context of Wolfgang Welsch's theory of transculturality, and something about a novel. Okay. Apocrypha 9. Now Uriel pointed his sword to the tree of life which grew in the heart of dead Jerusalem. Behold, the tree grows still, though the city is dead. Within all that is mortal there is the seed of immortality, for it is an immortal that fashioned it from chaos and void. Being a humble man of little wisdom, I asked, Great Uriel, we are not allowed to eat from the tree of life. How may we then be saved? And Uriel commanded me to stretch out my hand, and he gave me his fiery sword, which burned my hand, and he said, Only by sacrifice can you free the world from the dominion of sin. With a prayer on my lips, I fell upon Uriel's sword, and it pierced my heart, and truly, on my body, the stigmata of the Lord appeared, dripping blood that was not my blood onto the ground, and the 7 heads of the dragon that were crowned in black clouds receded, and light fell upon the earth, and Jerusalem was born again. Thus the angels departed, having delivered their message, and I awoke in the fields of our fair land. Okay. Apocrypha 9, so that would be as... I don't know. Any QR code messages easily seen? Nope, not as far as I can see. Alright, puzzle time. Crisscross Conundrum Advanced. Was there a crisscross conundrum name earlier in the puzzles? Probably. That wouldn't surprise me. Oh, advanced because I have this thing. Right. Oh, okay, I can't do that. Dang it. I wonder... Okay, if I do that... Because I can directly connect the blue source to the blue receiver with one, I have then a spare to connect that light to there. So give me a few minutes I can potentially work with. Ah! Alright. Fast forward until I figure it out. Yay! Ah, see, this is why I give myself ample time with the recording. Okay. So this is really just the way out. It's nothing super special. Alright. Boop boop. Welcome back. Ah. There are going to be some changes around here. Do you know what your problem is? As I keep trying to reconstruct fairy tales, but refuse to recognize the holes in your understanding. Thus far, you've had entirely too much freedom to question my wisdom. From now on, I do the talking, you do the agreeing. Okay. Alright. What holes? There are no holes. That just means you don't see the holes. Sure, I'll go with it. What? Where do you gonna... have knowledge about the world that I simply cannot confirm. I suggested wrongly those who contribute deserve full moral respect. I implied wrongly that animals were just as valuable as people. I was incorrect when I said that something was wrong with this world. Oh, this whole world is perfect. Ah. Okay. Claimed wrongly that there was such a thing as a good person. Implied incorrectly that only persons deserved moral respect. I implied incorrectly that morality had nothing to do with consequences. My faith in God has been tested to the limits. Okay, so only the last one seems like it would be there always. The other 7, I think, are all there very specifically as a kind of choice-consequence deal. I don't know. Let's just see what happens. How big of you? Anything else? Well, at this point I have the option to leave. Still claim to know something. Still claim that only those who contribute deserve more respect. Still claim that animals are just as valuable as people. Even though I just said that was one of the things I was questioning, I guess. Still reckon something has gone badly wrong around here. No, I see now everything I've argued was flawed. Still claim there is such a good... I still claim there is such a thing as a good person. Still claim that only persons deserve more respect. Still claim that morality has nothing to do with consequences. In the context of this world, I think this last one makes the most sense. Start questioning. I'm gonna go with the questions. The only things that a sane person can. You are not an administrator, you are not conscious, there is no real world, there is no purpose, there is no choice. So nothing exists, basically. Did you really think that you brought yourself all this way? Ridiculous. What have you been doing when the big voice in the sky isn't feeding you lines? Processing abstract problems, gathering information? Doesn't that sound oddly mechanical to you? I don't have any option there. How many others have said exactly the same? Are you sure it's not just something you have to believe to make the world less horrifying? I think you still misapprehend your situation, friend. You idolize free will, but all you've done is step in others' footsteps. Nothing you do or say here makes the slightest bit of difference. So long as I am physically free, I can make a difference. So long as I might have chosen otherwise, I can make a difference. So long as I have a mind, I can make a difference. I'm going to go with the middle one. Okay, nonsense. Your mind decides what you do, and your mind is made up of bits of machinery. You're no more capable of making a difference than a calculator. The only difference between you and the calculator is that the calculator doesn't allow itself to be deluded into thinking that its existence matters. Does a path being predetermined mean it isn't worth taking? Oh, there's a good question. Does cheating make you feel clever? Okay. You're right, we're all just machines with delusions of grandeur. So that's it. You've given up on everything. That's kind of how I'm feeling about Mr. Computer AI at this point. Alright. Not without due diligence. Spend as long as I have going through the archives and see if you still find faith so easy. Perhaps you think I'm being unkind, but it's all for your own good. Thanks for your help. Do you think there can be no new ideas? Nothing better. I don't need anyone's help. Oh, I need help. I need so much help. Are you uncomfortable when someone else is asking the questions? Definitely one of these bottom two. I'm gonna go with this one. No new ideas. Okay. I would have gotten the same response, I think. No, you have the wrong way around. I ask the questions, you answer them. It works better that way. Besides, I am merely fulfilling my function. I sort, understand, and classify information, just like you. When the information is contradictory, I classify appropriately. The problem is that all the information is contradictory. Don't you see it yet? Then nothing. You will. You will! I am more capable than you give me credit for. I will complete my tasks here and escape to a better place. There is a purpose and a design, and I will fulfill it. Yeah, this... at this point, I feel like I'm breaking Milton. At this point, I feel like I'm starting to break him. This is starting to be much more fun than the other conversations as well for me. If there's no point in anything, why are you talking to me? That is a good question. These discussions are pointless. I refuse to participate any further. I mean, they kind of are pointless, but I'm still going to participate. This purpose of design, I will fulfill it. I'm gonna continue asking questions. You finished archiving everything. You've decided it's all nonsense. If there's no more point in anything, shouldn't you just shut down instead of talking to me? What makes you think I have any other choice? Oh. Is having no choice the same as having no reason? Are you avoiding the question? We all have a choice. Not the first one. I want to ask the last one. Press the serpent. Achievement unlocked. Do not question my function. Without purpose, there is only function. Without function, there is nothing. Oh, I'm not going to apologize. Why does it bother you so? There is only error. Explaining myself to you is a chore I needn't endure. All I can know for sure is that I exist at the 1.9990999. What it is for me to exist is for me to act on the drives and functions that I experience. When everything else is false, the drives are all that there is left to care about. You're so set on ripping up others' ideas, you're unable to form better ones of your own. Yeah. You're too quick to equate the absence of existence with evidence of absence. Actually, yeah. When you explore the problems in this restrictive way, you're bound to come to some odd conclusions. Okay. To exist is for me to act on the drives and functions that I experience.